This is for all you ladies out there, so you're welcome. This is a lot of people with MG are on steroids, so not those types of steroids, unfortunately, but ACTH or prednisone, and a lot of the time you get fluid retention. So what does salt do? It's a salt magnet, or water magnet. It just holds on to the fluid. So if you limit your sodium, it will help with the water retention. When you're checking labels, aim for that 140 milligrams or less per serving. And make sure when you are on steroids and stuff like that, that you're eating enough calcium. And most often vitamin D comes in a supplement form, so ask your doctor, should I be taking vitamin D and calcium? And these are the recommended allowance that you should have a day. So about 1,500 milligrams of calcium and 400 to 600 IUs of the D3. Make sure it's D3. But again, talk to your doctor first if that's necessary. And again, it can cause weight gain. So why is potassium important in your diet? It helps with muscle contraction, nerve transmission, heart, stomach, intestines, and different transmission of the different nerve endings and muscles in the arms and legs. It maintains fluid balance, so if you're having diarrhea, which is common in MG, so having more potassium in your diet will help with that. And increase potassium foods in your diet, which would be like oranges, bananas, tomatoes, yellow and green vegetables, and dairy products. So diarrhea, it's fun to talk about. Don't use over-the-counter anti-diarrhea medicines like your Imodium and things like that. I don't encourage anybody to take those unless you talk to your doctor. It can cause more constipation, more issues. So definitely don't use those as needed. Low fat, eat more low fat, non-greasy foods, so no fried items. Avoid spicy foods because that tends to kind of speed up the bowel, have more bowel movements. Avoid insoluble fiber, which would be like fresh fruits, vegetables, your whole wheat breads and things like that, so this will slow down stooling. Caffeine can also stimulate the bowel. I have a lot of patients that tell me they have that coffee on an empty stomach and they get going, so just be careful with caffeine and things like that. And it also is a diuretic. So if you drink caffeine a decent amount of day, you're not drinking enough fluid, it pulls more water from your system, you urinate more, and you tend to get more dehydrated. Do smaller, more frequent meals. If you tend to eat 3 times a day, if you limited it to maybe doing 5 or 6 small feedings a day, you'd probably have less stooling. And include more potassium from your oranges, your green leafy vegetables, your orange juice would be a better option when you're having diarrhea. You could do a potato, would have a decent amount of potassium, and it's lower fiber, like a baked potato or something like that. Try yogurt or kefir. Kefir is in more grocery stores now. I drink kefir every day. It's they call it the champagne of yogurt. It's a liquid yogurt that they pasteurize first, and then they add the good bacteria back to it. So it has thousands of bacteria in it, healthy, good bacteria, and about a half a cup once a day. That's pretty much all you need. But it helps with gas, it helps with bloating and things like that, if you notice that. And it's yogurt, it tastes good, it tastes like a smoothie. So if you don't have time to make a smoothie, that's one way to do it. And it's flavored too. So, and they sell it, it's usually in the milk area. You can find it and it's refrigerated. So you do have to keep it refrigerated. But it is it's kind of bubbly. You kind of feel like you can taste those live active cultures. And keep hydrated. Ask your doctor about medications that can help with diarrhea, obviously. So reduce the sugar-sweetened beverage intake. We love our beverages here. We drink a lot of flavor. We have a lot of flavor in our food, especially in our beverages. Drink fewer sugar-sweetened beverages. Substitute water, unsweetened coffee and tea, and other beverages with few or no calories. So this is kind of an example of what you could do in a day. Pretty much, you have your 8-ounce orange juice in the morning. You stop for your cappuccino, mocha, latte, 400 calories right there. You have your regular cola at lunch and maybe some fruit juice. And then you have a sweet tea at dinner and maybe a little beer at nighttime. Total-wise, that's 1,370 calories. That's a lot of calories just from your beverages. So let's try this instead. Let's do our orange juice still. We're going to do a non-fat latte instead. Some diet cola. We're going to drink water a little bit more. Do some tea with artificial sweetener instead of your sweet tea, and then still have your light beer at night. And you saved yourself 1,000 calories right there, just from your beverages. So chewing problems with MG. This is just to show you how many muscles and how many different properties are involved in swallowing, which the speech therapist will talk a little bit more about. But there's a lot that goes on when you chew and when you eat. So sit upright when you eat. Tilt your head forward. That will help you swallow correctly. That will prevent aspiration. Plan meals at times when your muscle strength is best. So if you feel like you're just feeling the best in the morning, have your heavy meal at that time. Take small portions into the mouth. A lot of us are, we wait till we're starving. We overeat and we eat huge quantities at one time. So we're just shoveling it in. We only have 30-minute breaks. We got to eat really fast. So try to just take it slow. Rest between bites. A lot of people just putting the fork and knife down in between your bites will slow you down, will cause you to chew longer. And if you have a sandwich, put that sandwich down. A lot of time you just hold on to the sandwich the whole time. Put it down in between bites. That will slow you down. And take small sips of fluid in between those bites. So have your sandwich, put it down, chew, 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 take a sip of water, relax, then go for the next bite. And you'll eat less because of that 20-minute time span that it takes for your stomach and brain to connect. And like I said, eat your main meal early in the day. That will help too. So prepare soft. A lot of people have more, because their jaw muscles are so weak and things like that, prepare soft, more tender foods that are easy to swallow. Moisten dry foods with gravies and liquids. Alternate your liquids and your solids, like I said, take your time. That will help you kind of moisten your mouth. You can use thickened liquids if you have to. There's different products like Thicket and Thicken Up. Those are different products that help you swallow correctly. And they come in kind of like Ovaltine containers. They're powders. You add, the directions are all on the container, how much fluid to powder mix you do. And it can sit, the only bad thing about a lot of those is they thicken over time. So make sure when you do make them, you might want to make them right before you're going to have it. They do make pre-mixed juices and stuff that you can buy in almost like juice boxes, and you can bring those with you to restaurants and things like that if you need something like that. And don't chew and talk at the same time. We all love to do that. So take your time. Don't, like I said, just slow yourself down. We eat very fast. Play relaxing music if it makes you more relaxed. If you're having trouble breathing or something like that, it just kind of makes you feel a little bit more relaxed. Eat warm rather than hot meals. Too hot, it speeds up digestion and sometimes causes more stomach cramping and things like that. And it also relaxes those muscles too. So if you drink more cold items, it will slow things down. So drink cold beverages with your meals. And take your time.